Well, here I am to talk about Disclosure Day. I'm not long home from watching the movie. I went to see it earlier, me and my son. And is this one worth watching? Well, the way this is described on IMDb: if you found out we weren't alone, if someone showed you, proved it to you, would that frighten you? And that is really what the movie is about. So it really is just a case of the government trying to keep it hidden, and these other people trying to tell the world about aliens and that they exist and that they were here and they have the proof and they want to get it out there. And in a sense, that's a kind of a very simple story. But it's like, I guess Independence Day is a simple story. Aliens invade and we have to defend it. It's all the stuff in between that makes it entertaining or not entertaining. And this story is not going to have action like Independence Day. For sure, it's not that type. There is action in it, but nothing like Independence Day. It's more about these people trying to get that information out. And if you've seen the trailers, it's not like some of the people even know they have the information, and they have to be shown who they are, what they are, and what they need to do. Emily Blunt and Josh O'Connor, that's right, Josh O'Connor, who is kind of new to me. I seen him in the recent Knives Out movie, which he was fantastic in. He was a priest in it, and he was bloody brilliant. And seeing him in this movie, I can't wait to see him in more movies. No, I'm sure he's done other things, I just haven't seen him. But him and Emily Blunt are incredible on it. I can't wait to see more of Josh, because when you catch these new actors and they really make a film or a TV show, you kind of get excited to see them in the next thing. And Emily Blunt has always been that person. She's been doing it a long time, and she always brings the A game. I could never complain about her acting. So, and in this, she is fantastic. She is the best in it. Colin Firth is in it. He's the bad guy, and Colin Firth is doing what he does. He's just a good actor, and he doesn't have a whole lot of screen presence. He has some, and he's the main antagonist in this, but he's brilliant in every scene he's in. He really gives it his all, and all the cast, they're just fantastic. I couldn't complain about any of them. The three big ones: Colin Firth and Josh O'Connor, Emily Blunt. Yeah. From there, like it's an adventure movie. It's got kind of mystery in it. What I was surprised, I'll tell you what I was most surprised about, is that when we left, my son doesn't watch a whole lot of movies. He's 15, turning 16, and like a lot of kids nowadays, they don't watch movies like I would have done growing up. But he came out of this saying it was one of the best films he'd ever seen. And for me, that's saying something. Now, he loves movies, doesn't hate movies, but he wouldn't necessarily ever watch them by himself or go out of his way to watch them. He came today, he watched this, and he said it was one of the best movies he'd ever seen. He had goosebumps in a couple of scenes, and that's what you need. We need this new generation to see movies and be moved by them. They need to be experiences, and so that will keep movie making alive. Because us old farts, we'll keep going anyway. We've been watching movies since we were kids. We'll keep going watching movies. So for me to see the next generation come up and say this movie was an experience, this was amazing, that tells you what you need to know about the movie. For me, the whole feel of the movie was very 80s. Very, very 80s, and very Steven Spielberg. And if you grew up around that time, you'll know what I mean. Steven Spielberg has a magic to his filmmaking that I don't really feel much from other directors. Now, Christopher Nolan has his own style, and I think he's maybe the best director that's out there right now. But he has a style, and that's fine. Spielberg has a magic. It's a different thing that maybe unless you grew up watching movies in the 80s, 90s, that kind of thing, that and 70s as well, that it's hard to understand it. But when you watch this movie, there's shots. There was some times where there was just lighting done in such a way that it reminded me of the 80s. You know, when you went to and you see when you were a kid and you seen E.T. and you seen Jaws and you seen these, Indiana Jones, these type of movies, there was a atmosphere created by everybody but the director that made it magic. And it takes a magic to be able to stand the test of time. I think this film has it. I don't think it's Spielberg's best movie. Of course not. I mean, he has such an array of movies and such good quality movies that it's hard to, put this in the top three, we'll say. But it's in the top. It's in the upper echelon of Spielberg movies, and it's got something special to it. I have to say, it really does. The music done by John Williams, which he's done all the music, I think, just every music, all the music that's ever been created in cinema, I think could be his. I know it's not, but he brings music that is so incredibly special. It lasts forever, 100 years from now. It doesn't matter if AI comes out with all the crap in the world and we have a billion songs every year. It doesn't matter. His music will be forever. You can always go back, whether it's Superman or Star Wars, even the Harry Potter series. There's so much, and you can feel it in this. I felt halfway through the movie is where it really kicked in, the music for me, and I leaned over and I said to my son, I was kind of trying to point out the music, how amazing it was. And he said, wow, yeah, it's kind of like Star Wars, which it does have a little Star Wars flavor to it. But for him, for me, it's more the 80s. You'll find that yourselves when you're watching it. Yeah, this movie, is it worth watching? All right, that's the question. That's what, that's why I put on the titles. Oh yeah, big time. This is worth watching. Look, I last week I got to watch two movies. Masters of the Universe, greatest movie ever made. Oh my God, the greatest piece of art and cinema ever made, but only probably to He-Man lovers like me. Everybody else might have just liked it or not. But I watched that, and then I watched Scary Movie 6, which is one of the worst movies I've seen in a very, very long time. I couldn't recommend that to anyone. So to go from that to Disclosure Day is from the low to the very high. This year in cinema is killing it. And if you guys love an experience at the cinema, not just to watch a good movie, you can watch a good movie at home, but the experience of watching the movie on the big screen and getting the goosebumps and feeling the music and feeling the vibe of a movie, this is the one to go watch. There's so many movies I've seen this year, and as in picking a favorite so far, because we're into the summer, it's hard. I'd have to really sit down and rack my brains on what exactly is my favorite. Really, off the top of my head, it would be Project Hail Mary. That movie is just it's so incredible. I just watched it a week ago again. I could watch it tomorrow. But Disclosure Day is maybe just a step down from that. Just a step down. Because I could watch this week again. I came out of the cinema saying to myself, and I don't usually go back to the cinema. When I watch a movie, I move on and I wait for it to come out again. But I was thinking I might go back and watch this if I get a chance at the weekend or next week, because that was a great Steven Spielberg experience, and we ain't going to get too many more of them. The man is, he's up in years, and sometime he's going to retire, and he may never make something as good as this. as good as he is, he doesn't make movies like this all the time. You gotta go see it. It is 100% worth watching. It's definitely worth your time to go and spend your money. Yeah, so that's it. Please go, enjoy this movie or some other movie, but support your local cinema. Get your popcorn, your Coke, your chocolate, your sweets, whatever you like to do, whatever you like to sneak into the cinema, but do try to buy something in there as well if you can, and support it. And enjoy your next movie experience, and I'll talk to you all next time.